Don't call me a Lindhaus. Hey, greetings, folks. Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And today I have a MD branded stealth electric power nozzle produced by Lindhaus. So, what do I mean by that, and why do you care? Well, Lindhaus makes commercial cleaning equipment, and MD, who makes premium central vacuums, needed a power nozzle in the late 80s, and they went around and they wanted something that was low maintenance, tough as nails, and would last the 30+ years that most of the MD central vacuums were known for lasting. Sometimes MDs even last like 50 years. Again, all depends on how you take care of it, but they are high mileage machines. So it is a natural relationship that they would seek out Lindhaus to make their power head. The word stealth was put on the power head because at the time, MD was really pushing their Silent Master vacuums, and they still sell all these items today. So it's kind of cool to still be able to buy this nozzle. The Stealth has gone through several revisions. This is the current revision that comes from MD. Now, here is the 12-inch variant next to the 14-inch variant. Now, the blue one on your right is a Lindhaus branded one, but these are mechanically identical. One thing I would like to note, and if you're watching this, Grant, if you're watching this, Al, please put the new headlight assembly on this. I would like to see a headlight assembly on this. And if you don't know, I could unbolt this lid and just put it on here. So that's something maybe you could talk to a Lindhaus dealer about getting you the parts if you were looking to upgrade. But it doesn't come with this, and it's one of the only negatives to this nozzle. I want to also bring you to one of the stranger design choices that was made for this nozzle when they ported it over to the central vacuum industry. That was, they got rid of the direct connect fitting. And I've been told this was done for durability reasons, and I think the reason they did this is when you get one of these nozzles, you get a separate wand for doing your hard floor and putting attachments on. So there really isn't a huge reason to disconnect this. But I do find it odd that in 2022, the premium nozzle is not direct connect at the base. However, it is direct connect where it matters most. So that's a little quirk about this nozzle that you might want to know about. The good news is all this is interchangeable, which means you can buy just this pigtail if it goes bad. Really, one of the advantages of this nozzle is you can buy just about any part separately and repair it. Now let's talk about some of the features on this nozzle. We have indicator lights to let you know if it's been adjusted right to the carpet height. And these will also light up if you get something jammed in this nozzle. Watch what happens when we suck up this shit. Now, you can see the red light has turned on. Remove the object. Now the green light is on. And it's functioning fine. So when I say the belt will last many years, not joking around. The nozzle is an L-shaped. This is done for maneuverability reasons. I'll show that a little bit later. You have a nice rubber bumper around all of it. The wheels are rubber with a steel axle, and that goes for both the front and the back wheels. You have a carpet height adjustment right here with tall pile to short pile, and that can be adjusted. And if you're unaware, that's the Lindhaus symbol, and that's why that looks so weird in the middle. That's their logo. And then you have a release pedal here to bring this up and down. So you can actually wheel this if you decide across the floor. On the bottom side of this, and you're going to be like, why would I care about this? Well, this is one of the party tricks of the nozzle. Again, we see the words Lindhaus, and we see their little symbol there. Now, there are no ingest bars going across, which means if you need to cut any hair off this, you don't have to remove the brush roller. That's a big feature. The other thing that we have going on here is you see this little blue bristle. Well, brush rollers on any vacuum, kind of like your toothbrush. When they wear out, they need to change. So when these bristles get to be the length of this little blue guy, then it's time to change it. Really a nice feature. So if you want to get to the brush roller, you just remove these little red things, just move them 90 degrees, and all of a sudden, all that just pops off, like so. You can see their lifetime belt. And this is a long life belt. Don't expect to change this belt. I've seen these come in that are 25 years old with a dead motor, and that belt is intact, so don't even plan on changing that. The brush roller comes up like this. This is on like a nice little arm here, and then that just pulls off, and the bearing pulls off the other side. Yes, you can change just the right or the left side bearing if need be. They've gone to a much heavier duty sealed cartridge bearing system. This is one of the things the newer revisions of this product have. So this was already heavy duty. This is even more heavy duty. Another thing is these brush rollers are balanced from the factory, kind of like when you get new tires on your car, they balance it. Again, they do that same thing here, which is amazing. The brush roller is also in this chevron shape, and if you see this, you notice when I turn this, it's bringing the stuff from the edges and bringing it to the middle suction chamber. One other feature of this nozzle, I don't have the doohickey handy, I'm sorry, but you can close off the suction chamber and use it for dry cleaning. I have a whole video on dry carpet cleaning. I encourage you to check that out. I'll put it in a card on whichever side this appears. But this can do dry cleaning, which means this is not only your carpet nozzle, this can be your carpet shampooer as well. Really a cool thing. To reassemble, put this in, line up your non-drive side end cap, and this just goes in like that. Really cool how easy it is to maintain that. When we reassemble the base plate, it's going to rock in like so, but first you want to just press it just like so, and press down, and then you can twist your little red things back 90 degrees. I want to show you the inside of the Stealth. As you can see, there is a circuit board motor protection board right there. That's one of the things that extends the motor life of these. You can see the drive motor, that lifetime belt I was telling you about, and a couple of switches. And those switches are worn out, and that's what brought this one into the shop. And the reason I'm showing you the old one is kind of just to attest to how well these things are made and how they really do hold up. Now you might notice the audio sounds a little different. We have the studio microphone set up about a meter away from the Stealth. So as far as what's inside the Stealth, I'm going to show you here some footage.
Our standard pickup test
a
of
really old
breakfast
Stealth.
cereal,
This one happens
cat
to
litter,
have a bad motor.
flour, and
it's about
fresh
25
pet hair.
years old.
Let's see how the Stealth
These
does.
things typically do last, again, between 20 and 30 years, so it makes sense.
Wow. The carpet looks a different shade where I vacuumed. Now, this room that I do the pickup tests in is not a room that we commonly go in, which is why I use it. I vacuumed real quick before doing this, so you can see this contrast between where the Stealth went and where I had vacuumed previously, but it is amazing. And when I was vacuuming with this just around my house for the review video, I kept noticing how clean the carpet looked after I used the Stealth. And then if you're like me and you like to barefoot walk on your carpet, you really feel the difference after a good vacuuming. Let's see how the Stealth does on hard floor. We have it on the lowest carpet height setting, and the brush will be off for this test. Well, it left a little bit of flour behind. There's no squeegee on the bottom of this, so that's kind of to be expected. But in terms of like the cat litter, the animal hair, and the breakfast cereal, that did wonderful. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Some companies will put a squeegee on the back. This aids in hard floor pickup. This does not have that, and I believe that design choice was made for two reasons. One, this is your carpet nozzle. Two, they give you a fabulous hard floor tool when you buy an MD kit. So there's really no reason for them to encourage people to use this on hard floor.
So I've got my lavalier mic on, which means the microphone is attached to me. And I want you to just hear how quiet this nozzle is to use. A lot of times I edit out the sound of vacuums when I'm showing it off. Not this one. And as you can see, that swivel neck steers this nozzle quite nicely. The Stealth name, it does live up to that. It is very quiet. The Stealth is a champ when it comes to getting under the bed. It just slides back and forth quite easily with plenty of room and clearance. I will say, I wish this had a light on it like some of the newer Lindhaus models. I want to demonstrate to you about this L-shaped nozzle and why it's so good for getting in crevices. I vacuumed my whole house with this, and to give you an idea, I've about 5,000 square feet, and about 3,000 feet of that is wall-to-wall carpet like you see here. And this is really impressive. How much hair do you see wrapped around here? Well, nothing. Oh, maybe there's a bit. My wife has very long hair down to her waist, and none of that got stuck in here. And there's two factors with how this is designed that keeps that from happening. One is the width and chunk of this brush roller means that the hair has to be significantly longer to wrap around it. The other of which is this chevron brush design, where it's pulling the stuff from the edges and bringing it in constantly. That is quite amazing. So if you have a lot of hair in your household, or tangling on vacuums has been a problem in the past, this will address that. Now you still will have to clean anything with any sort of spinning brush, of course, should be cleaned off every so often, but this you'll have to do a lot less often than some of the other power brushes out there. Now, I've spent most of this video talking about the Stealth nozzle itself. I want to just take a moment to talk about the accessories because they're fantastic. I already mentioned that they gave you a premium bare floor tool. It also comes with a very nice button fit wand. Really like that. They have a new tool set out, MD. This is specific to MD. I know there are other manufacturers you can get this from, but specifically with MD, they give you this really nice horsehair brush, a horsehair larger dusting brush / upholstery tool, Visaworks style, very long crevice tool. I mean, this thing it's huge, long crevice tool. And they give you a tool holder. So if you want to store everything on board, and that all clips to the wand like so for storage, or you can use the included mesh storage bag, whichever is better for you. Well folks, as you can see, the Stealth nozzle really holds its own, and this design, even though it's now going on almost 3 decades, is still excellent and one of the best nozzles out there. If you'd like to get a Stealth, check out the description below. I'm going to have a link to MD's website where you can get the Stealth. Find a dealer in your area. If you can't find a dealer in your area, I'm also going to link to Amazon if you just want to order it online as well. If you really like vacuum cleaners and want to talk about something else, go check out our Discord server where we talk about vacuum cleaners all day long, share pictures, and have actual conversations. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a wonderful day.